Hello, everyone. My, it has been more than a minute. I'm just still searching, still looking, still trying to see what's what. And today, I walked out there. The sky is blue, 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 blue. The clouds look normal, like fluffy. There are no lines in the sky. It looks like a flashback to my childhood. It won't last, I'm sure. But it's pretty. It's pretty. It's strange how you recognize now the old normal when it shows itself. Anyway, I haven't spoken about this often, and I probably won't speak about this too often. But years ago, when all this started, and I didn't exactly see eye to eye with the main narrative, there was, I don't think it was a coincidence that I didn't discover until later in life that my blood is negative. Don't ask me how that's even possible given my education and having 3 children, but no one told me. They didn't even discuss with me the shot that they gave me, Rogaine, for my pregnancies. They were asking what my husband's blood type was. He was out of town, and I said A, and they were asking me whether it was negative or positive, and I didn't know. And back then, cell phones were not readily available, and you couldn't just talk to somebody in 5 minutes. So they went ahead and gave me the shot. But at the time, they didn't explain what it was, and I thought it was a problem with his blood type, not mine. I was in labor and not focused. And it was my cousin who was negative mentioning the shot that made me think about that. And then I took a home test about 6 times to verify that I am negative. Now, why do I say this? Let's just say that if you have discovered something in the latter part of your years, it's more fresh on your mind. It's not something that you just don't think about. It's just not an assumed. So it was fresh on my mind in the last 13 years that I didn't know that, which bothered me. Why did it bother me? Because I traveled and did some crazy things, and since I can only receive blood from my blood type, that could be a problem. Thank God I was never injured and needed a blood transfusion or any such thing. I did rappelling. I was a rafting guide. I hiked the Grand Canyon. I did some things. I mean, I hiked for miles with no cell phone, no watch, a compass and a map. I mean, yeah. I did some things in my life. So I was kind of irritated. I did not know this. So when this incident showed up, and I did my research in the last few years, and since I am a universal blood donor, meaning any one of you listening to this can receive my blood, but I can only receive my own type. And also with my brother's death and what happened with that. He had to have a blood transfusion. I don't know what his blood type was, but I'm guessing it was mine, being redheaded and blue-eyed as he was. It couldn't have been just my research. It couldn't have been just that. Something told me, my higher power, the one I pray to every day, told me that this was the line I stood on and that it was critical I don't do this, so that maybe one day I could help. I'm not a scientist. I have 16 hours of science, which is a lot. It's almost a minor, but I'm not a scientist. But most importantly, I just knew that if it was done, it couldn't be undone. And since I am a universal donor, I have a very big responsibility. Not just to myself, but to the world. And if it's possible that I could be helpful in any kind of way, it was my responsibility to make sure that I stayed pure. And I did. Just mark this video. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. I don't know if what I did and who I am and my blood type is going to make a difference, but I have a feeling it is one day, if I'm still here. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm right. And I've been right a few times here recently, so we will see. But I didn't just make my decision because I did the research. I made my decision because I knew how critical it was, because of my blood type, that I make the right decision. Love to you all. Bye for now.